They say the ocean leads to adventure, but no one ever tells you what happens when it leads you too far. I drifted for days. The sun vanished. The stars turned cold. And then I saw it. That island, Madagascar. But not like in the movies. This one felt cursed. I crawled onto the sand, but it wasn't warm. The beach was dead silent. No birds. No breeze, only a totem carved like a lion's face. Cracked in half, its eyes glowed red, like they were watching. Something was wrong here. Something that didn't want me to leave. The deeper I walked, the louder the silence became. Trees leaned in like they were whispering secrets, and the ground, it was littered with bones. Skulls gnawed clean. Something hunted here. Something big. And it wasn't finished yet. I found a poster, one of those happy ones with the lion and his zoo pals. But their eyes, they were scratched out, torn, as if someone hated their faces. The words "Welcome to Madagascar" were smeared with blood, or something worse. There was a theater in the jungle, broken, silent, stone statues of animals I recognized: Melman, Gloria, Marty, but their faces were wrong, gouged out, twisted. It looked like someone tried to remember them, but only remembered the screams. The ground grew softer, mud soaked my boots. Then I saw them, paw prints, too large, too deep, and fresh. My heart froze. Something was out there, and it was stalking me. A circle of skulls, all facing inward, to a throne of bones. At the center, a crown, not golden, no. It was made of fangs. I could feel it pulsing, ancient. This was no zoo. This was a kingdom of predators. He stepped from the shadows. Alex, or what used to be him. His mane dripped black. His eyes glowed red, and his smile, got it, was all teeth. He didn't speak. He growled. And something deep in my gut told me. He remembered the taste of flesh. I ran. Branches clawed my face. My breath burned in my lungs. Behind me, he roared a sound that didn't belong to any living thing. He didn't chase like a lion. He hunted like a demon. I tripped over something. Bones. Tall, thin, broken Melman. His name was etched in the dirt beside his skull. I looked around. Vines twitched, leaves shifted. Something had followed me here again. A coconut, tied with a string. On it, a note, smudged in red: "Run. He's not Alex anymore." Next to it was a cracked zebra mask. I didn't want to know what was under it. The sky bled. Trees leaked. The air itself felt wet, like the jungle was alive and feeding. I was no longer just in danger. I was inside something ancient and angry. Beneath the roots, I found his den. Bones, skulls, blood pooled like a lake. And Alex, crouched in the center, tearing into something still twitching. He didn't notice me, but I noticed him. His eyes weren't red anymore. They were black. A post wrapped in rope. On it, a broken hippo skeleton. Beside it, carved in wood, Gloria. This wasn't survival. It was sacrifice. And they weren't his friends. They were his first victims. The trees, they screamed. Not wind, real screams. Above me, lemurs crawled upside down. Mouths open, eyes glowing. They whispered one word over and over: hungry. He jumped me, a lemur. Scarred, terrified, wild. He pulled me close, whispered through broken teeth, "You can't kill him. He's the island now." His eyes didn't lie. He'd seen things I couldn't even imagine. I touched the stone, and time broke. Visions flooded my mind: Alex standing in blood, roaring at the eclipse, shadows pouring into him like smoke. He didn't go mad. He was chosen. We ran. A rope bridge stretched over nothingness. But then came the roar. Alex. He was behind us. sprinting like fire. His claws scraped the planks as the bridge shook. The lemur screamed. I just ran. The bridge snapped. I fell. Wind howled past me. Trees rushed upward. Alex roared from above. But the scream that echoed wasn't his. It was mine. Darkness swallowed me. Beneath the jungle, tunnels stretched for miles. On the walls, murals. Lions devouring their friends. Prophecies of blood. The truth was simple. This was never a comedy. It was a curse. He stood in fire, formatted in ash, eyes leaking black. His voice echoed in languages I didn't know. He was no longer Alex. He was hunger given form. He roared once, and the earth shivered. The lemur turned back. Run, he shouted. He faced Alex, trembling, and raised his arms. And then Alex lunged. I didn't look back. I couldn't. He didn't scream. Just silence. The peak was jagged. At the center stood a totem, pulsing. I touched it and it burned. But I felt its power. This was the key, the weapon, the only thing that could end him. Lightning cracked the sky. Rain soaked the earth. Alex stood across from me, growling. I held the totem high, heart pounding. One of us wasn't leaving this island. I drove the totem into the earth. It screamed not Alex, the island. The ground split. Light burst upward. Alex froze mid-leap, roaring as his body turned to stone. Trapped forever. But victory came at a cost. The island cracked. Trees burst into flame. The sky shattered. Madagascar was dying. Or maybe it was waking up. I found driftwood. I floated. Behind me, the island vanished into the fog. No sound, no chase. Just silence. But something told me it wasn't over. I woke up in sand. Familiar. Home. But beside me a paw print, burned deep into the ground. It hadn't rained. It hadn't stormed. Something followed me back. I looked in the mirror. My own eyes stared back, but only for a second. Then red. A flash of teeth, a whisper. I slammed the mirror shut, but the voice still spoke. We're not done yet. A poster blew past me, torn. The lion on it had fangs. Blood dripped from its smile. At the bottom, words scratched in. You thought it was a comedy. It was a warning.